do want to talk about the 31 arrests from the guys that were going to the Pride. The Pride.
Oh my God.
Oh, make sure.
Right.
I don't know if they're considered Proud Boys or
I think they're their own group actually that popped up after
they're like, we're gonna get them.
the Virginia parade from a couple years ago.
Hello. So,
Yes.
We're good.
Hello.
We are
yeah,
good.
only rules. Just talk right into the mic, but you'll be able to hear yourself.
Can I turn the mic?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
it's just,
Can you pick
that-
me up? Am I good?
Oh yeah.
All right, because
Yeah.
I didn't want to be like, so this is what we're gonna
Oh,
like.
I
I don't
can
want.
adjust from here.
Well, nah, we're
The,
good.
the bigger problem is when people are like 8 feet away from me, like, hey, what's
Well,
up?
not like I don't want to
should be
knock
like
my
this.
hat off on camera. so
that
I'm
could be
gonna-
funny.
It could, but then I don't. Well, there's lawyers in the building. If if a suit has to be brought up.
no suits. We like it here.
Are you really a big Giants fan?
Oh God, no. They just match my sneakers.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm from the Bronx. I'm a Yankees fan.
Okay. Well, they're doing pretty well right now. So
Unbelievably well, like shockingly well.
they're juggernauts. So.
And I would like to go to a parade. You know.
Yeah, sports parades are fun. I want to
They
go to
are.
a Phillies one though. That's where.
Well, no,
That's where you get batteries thrown at you.
yeah, for real. Like yo, they threw batteries at Santa
you know,
Claus.
no, but
Yeah,
Yo,
But you know
so
it's
it's
bad
brotherly
when-
love. A lot of brotherly love down there.
yeah,
Yeah.
But you know it's bad when they have to grease up poles before any sort
We-
of like major event.
Oh,
You want to hear something? Yeah, because somebody will climb
Someone's
them.
gonna-
You want to hear
climb
something
it.
weird?
Yeah, like a squirrel.
Yeah, Philly has a jail in their football stadium.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
At the link.
At the lake. They have a jail. So like it's like, all right, we're not gonna prosecute you, but we're just gonna detain you for a little bit, just to
Yeah, till you cool down. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So you sober up, and then we're gonna get you on your way.
All right, so
Yeah, whenever you're ready,
You're-
speak freely. If you say something that might get you fired, it can always be edited since we're not streaming this live. So
Cool.
So yeah, have at it.
all right, so we'll talk about like major. Talk
Well,
about
no,
the-
let's say like welcome to the shallow end,
Yeah.
because they're here now.
Yep. All right, so welcome to the shallow end, and then we'll get into this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, could we do like a foot cam or something? Can we get like a shot of our shoes at some point?
Sure.
Because I do want to do that, because incorporate like
Nice.
sneakers
I love
culture
it.
at
love
some
it.
point. Like we don't have to do it like first or
Okay.
last, but
Yeah.
at some point we just want to be like, all right, feet heat, bang.
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah, these are my Kohl's version of Air Maxes, but it's all right.
They are Air Maxes.
We'll shout out to Kohl's. Bought 'em with my
They're not a
Kohl's cash.
sponsor. Don't shout out nobody. Shout out you. Like
All right.
shout out Poland Spring. Like shout them out.
Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
5, 4.
Give us a countdown. All right, welcome to the shallow end. I am Sean. Sean Penn is my real name, God given. My parents have no sense of humor, so we know it was an accident.
My name is Anna G. It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to be with this Sean Penn as well.
Yeah, like I'm honored. Like this has been so long in the making. Like we've been talking about doing this we've been talking about doing this before podcasts were like a thing.
Yeah, exactly. We have been childhood friends now for well over 25 years.
Yeah.
Started out
decades.
as bitter enemies.
Not even bitter. Like I don't like
No, you definitely bullied me.
I bullied everyone. It's
Yeah,
like
that is
every
true.
like at the same time I was small. I was a very small man. Well, boy at the time. So I was like, I gotta get you before you get me. So I got everybody. And then like it was no stopping that, because like I wrote jokes in 4th grade for a book called Snaps. And they picked my jokes. I was like, oh God.
I know. And
It is over for everyone.
and it actually was over for a lot of But we'll get into that on another episode.
Yes, we will. I don't want to talk about like the childhood trauma I delivered out personally, because
Yeah.
I feel bad about it now. Like,
Yeah.
no, we're not gonna get into it. Not too early.
Yes.
But we are just gonna talk about random shit. We're gonna shoot the shit. We're gonna laugh at each other. We're gonna try to make you guys laugh.
Yeah. There's a lot going on in the world, especially our country, and
There is.
it's good fodder for
It
the
is.
podcast.
You know what? One thing that is like kind of like crazy, like all the craziness that's going on in the world. Jersey seems to be like the sanest place to be.
Yeah, I agree. I think Also, too, like there's like such a good amount of people here that like come from like different backgrounds and stuff. Like this, nothing's new to us. It's like, oh,
No.
we've already experienced all this.
We do have like new, like weed is legal in Jersey, and that is like the first of all, that's gonna attract so many people to the shore. Like, yeah, we don't call them beaches. We have shores. Like,
We're going down the shore.
yeah,
Not to the beach.
DTS.
Yes. If you're going down the shore, I mean, if you're not going down to the shore, if you're going to the beach, you're definitely not from
Yeah,
around here.
if you're going to the beach, you're going to New York. You're going to like,
You're going to Jones Beach.
yeah,
Or maybe you're going to
Coney
Kingsburg
Island.
or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, you might go to Kingsburg Beach. Watch out, you might get heroin.
Yeah. The Zeppelis are really good, though.
They are.
10 out of 10.
So let's get started. Let's get started. The one thing that I did want to jump into was the 31 arrests for the guys that all dressed alike going to a pride parade in Idaho.
Oh, God.
These fools. First of all, it's like they all saw the movie Inside Man, and they were like, oh, we've got a great idea. We're all going to dress alike. But nobody followed the exact, like, nobody's exactly dressed alike. Like, they're real close. Like, if it was dark, you probably wouldn't tell. But, like, they're all handcuffed on the lawn. It's like, bruh, blue shirt. You got writing on your shirt. You're definitely going to give us away.
Listen, if I were at any sort of, like, gay function and I saw, like, a bunch of men coming in cargo shorts and shirts that said, don't tread on me, I know I'm in trouble.
I'd be nervous with the cargo shorts.
I know something Confederate is brewing.
For real. I'm like, there's some hate in them pockets. Like,
Yeah, exactly. And then there's empty cans of White Claw everywhere. Forget it. Run
yeah,
for your life.
For real. It's like, how you going to be so tough and then be like, you know what? You know what I could use right now? A chilled White Claw.
Yeah.
Like that.
100 calories, 0 carbs.
Yo, there's nothing bad about watching your figure. Like, I get it. I feel bad. I've never counted a calorie.
Well, if you're going to go, like, commit a hate crime, I guess, like, taking a low caloric intake will enhance your performance, maybe?
I don't
Is
know if
that why they drink White Claw?
I'm not like a hate crime type. Like, if I'm hate criming on something, it'd be like Crocs.
Oh, yeah.
Like, like, you see somebody in Crocs, you'd be like, get the fuck out of my town. Like, what are you doing? Who do you know around here?
Well, see, Crocs are, like, the preferred shoe for healthcare workers, which is,
Bypass. You guys get
Yeah.
passes for that.
And- But when I see somebody, like, throwing them in sport mode when they put the back on.
There's codes for Crocs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can just be chilling, like, without it, and then you put the back on, and that's sport mode.
That's sport mode?
That's when shit's getting real.
Is it like a kickstart or is there?
No, it just gives you, like, more stability in the shoe. You can run faster, you can jump higher.
First of all, there's no stability when, like, somebody can see your toes. If somebody can see your toes, it's not a stable shoe. Nobody runs in flip-flops.
Flip-flops are another story, but I heard
They've
one
got
time
decals for fucking...
they have embellishments that you
I
can put on.
I am either really old or just blatantly upset by this. This is not good. This is not good for America. Like, I don't know who is co-signing this and who's, like, letting it pass, but we need to get somebody in office. Like, that, that would sell me on a vote. If they're like, we're not going to raise taxes and we're going to eliminate Crocs, I'd be like, bruh, how much do you need? Because I'm donating to your cause.
I heard one time that Crocs are the shoe for the person who's given up on life, and I think that is an accurate statement.
That is, but at the same time, like, well, yeah, because, like, a lot of healthcare workers, like, y'all been shitted on constantly. So, like, y'all being able to be comfortable at work is not fashionable for the rest of the world. But at the same time, y'all should get sponsors. Like, y'all should be sponsored by, like, Nike. Jordan should make a nursing shoe. Not a nursing shoe, but a nurse active shoe. And y'all should be supplied for free.
Well, after the second wave, I could actually attest to the fact that I have given up on life. So, yes. If somebody wants to sponsor us, especially Nike, Adidas, somebody.
Nike, holla at me.
Yes.
We can.
I'll.
I've been a fan since the beginning.
I'm sure me and my colleagues will happily oblige. We'll be more than happy.
I went from kangaroos to Nikes.
I went from Kmart shoes to Nikes.
Oh.
Kmart specials, remember those? Buster Browns or whatever they're
Oh,
called?
I remember Buster Brown's. Like my mom used to take me there to get like church shoes. Like
Yeah.
my mom was like not like a fashion diva or fashionista or whatever, but my mom was like, my kids are always gonna look fucking good. And
Not my mom.
My mom, like yo, my
Not
mom
my
used to
mom.
take us to Macy's on like Saturdays and just like line us up with shit. And that's why like I love clothes and I love fashion. I like looking good.
That's good, and it started young for you. My mom was like, "How can I make my daughter a target for bullies and make her tenacious?" So I'm gonna not do her hair, send her in the loudest colored clothes that swish when you move. I was just like, I was a walking bullseye.
You remember like windbreakers?
I was prepared for like any sort of level of hurricane in the 90s.
See,
Just ask anybody that went to school with me, like their earliest memory was like, why did you always wear windbreakers for that were like bright colors?
I do remember somebody having like a purple one. Like, and it wasn't like a good purple. It was like multiple shades of purple. Like it started deep and then went to like almost fuchsia.
You might be remembering me. That sounds like something I would have worn back in the day.
I hope not, because like it happens, you know what I mean? But
Now my style is more of like a retired like female gym teacher. Like lots of Adidas, lots of comfortable clothes.
yeah. Are you dressing like Miss Shimon these days?
She's an idol. She is.
Bruh,
Listen,
Miss
she's an
Shimon.
icon.
First person I ever seen do a one-arm push-up blew my mind.
Yeah.
I think I was in
She's
fourth grade.
an icon. Oh
She
my
is.
god.
I think she's the principal now, which is wild.
She can stop a hate crime all by herself.
For real.
Yeah,
With
she-
like just a tennis ball and a whistle. She'll get everything. She'll stop so much shit.
She'll just give you the look like, and you're like,
All right, you got it.
I'll get
See,
back
that's
to...
a topic we should have one day. We should talk about the teachers we hated the most and then the teachers that influenced us the most.
Well,
Because I got two off the top of my head right now.
there was
Like-
there was a specific math teacher that hated my guts, and rightfully so, because I was a little shit back then. I didn't, I was a bad kid. I was always in trouble. But she told me, she's like, Anna, I can't wait to see the day where I walk into a Burger King and you're flipping my burger.
Ooh.
She said that to me. And I'm like, well, look, I'm on TV now, Miss Grillo. How do you like them apples?
Miss Grillo. First of all, I used to correct her math all the time. And she'd be like, oh, well, how'd you know that? I'd be like, because I know math. I do remember one time her son came in and he was a heavy child. And it was Halloween and he was dressed as a magician. And I remember, I'm not going to say the kid's name, but he was like, yo, this fat kid over here, he's got one magic trick. And he's like, watch my shirt, watch my buttons magically fly off my shirt. And he's just like making like.
Oh, boy. It's a pretty cool trick, though. if you
It
think
would
about
be like if he could do it, but like he had it rough. You know what I mean? Like he was like fat and bald by like 16.
Yeah.
So
well,
like,
being a fat kid in general is a rough existence. I know, because I mean,
true, but it also gives you a lot of room for a glow up.
oh, absolutely,
Cause like
absolutely. The people that listen, I mean, I've still got some work to do. I shapeshift worse than Oprah, but. It's just like, I've had those like extreme like weight losses where it's just like now all of a sudden people are like, oh, hey, Anna G, you remember me? Yeah, I remember you.
Yeah, I
you made my
remember
life
you.
hell for a very long time.
yeah.
What do you want from me
you
now?
You nicknamed me Extra Cheese. Thanks a lot. Never gonna forget you.
Yeah. So it's just like, I get it. But also at the same time, like you said, if you can extract the good from it, like you have
Yeah,
to now
like-
develop a personality. You
And
have to
that's-
develop like a sense of humor. Like those are the ways to get people to notice you, because your looks aren't going to do it.
Your looks are gonna fade. No matter how hot you are, no matter how good you look, your looks are gonna fade.
Yeah.
If you have nothing behind that, like, what do you have to offer the world?
Exactly.
You know?
Listen,
I'm just glad I'm funny.
yes, me too. I think I'm funny. I don't know. That's subjective. Some people probably think I'm corny and are like, eh.
Some people think I'm corny too, but at the same time, like,
Ming, do
everyone's
you
been-
think we're funny? That's what's most important.
I started laughing the moment you guys stepped in.
See,
all right, cool.
If
Then-
Ming approves, then we're good.
That's all. That's really all that matters. Cause I'm.
And they're still letting you on stages, right? You got a gig coming up this Friday, I heard.
Yeah.
No,
The
it's
word
actually,
on the street.
it was actually last
was
Friday.
last Friday.
Yes, but it went well. Thank God it was a good crowd. The gig I had before that, I just felt like I was going up to the freaking guillotine, man. I was just like, oh man, it was like crickets. They were like talking about the races on the side, like, oh, did you see the ponies the other? I was like, oh my god, this is terrible. And I was like, I don't think I don't think I want to do this anymore.
Well, no, never that, because like you always got to hit random crowds. Like, I think one of the worst shows I ever did was at Seasons. Like, this was like might have been like my second or third time doing stand-up, and I told all these jokes that I was like, all right, they're gonna work, they make sense. When I tell you nobody laughed, it was like I got more coughs in the crowd than I did like actual laughs. And then like and then like the guy that went after me was just like, he was like a prop comic in a sense, and he was just like doing like random shit, knocking things over, and he pulled his pants down and his underwear was shitty, and I was just like, how is that funnier than what I just put in your ear? Like,
Like I said, comedy is subjective. Like, everybody has those things that like make them laugh, and you know, to us it may be hilarious, and then to somebody else they're like, oh, that's not funny. But then they see someone who's like disheveled with freaking fecal matter all over them, they're like, oh, that's so funny.
I'm so glad you got medical on me. You were like, oh, fecal matter.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it PG. You know,
Fuck
I don't want to
that
be
shit.
like shit.
It's shit. It is what it is. Poop, shit.
I'm using my nursing degree to the best of my ability.
It's working.
Listen, when it expires, I don't know if I want to renew it. I might just turn it into an origami figure and just put it on the shelf.
Turn it into like a dove or something.
Yeah, and let it fly away.
Like, you guys realize that nurses and OnlyFans girls literally kept us alive during the pandemic.
A lot of OnlyFans girls are former nurses.
I know that.
Listen, if I didn't have hammer toes and freaking, if I've been nurse for 10 years, nobody wants to see these feet.
I just know.
Nobody wants to see these dogs.
I just know that wow, I just lost my complete thought.
No, I'm just laughing because there was a nurse, actually. She was an ICU nurse, and after the first wave, she, like many nurses, she was like, fuck this shit. Like, administration like really just didn't take care of us at all.
At all.
No, they were just like, we were like, yo, we're going to take care of these people. We have families of our own. You're not giving us proper PPE, and you're not even like really
paying y'all properly to be dealing with a plague. It wasn't just like a sickness. It was a plague.
During the first wave, I worked at a hospital in North Jersey in Hudson County. And I don't know if you remember, but like North Jersey got bamboozled by COVID first wave. Yeah. The ER looked like a refugee camp. It was terrible. It was so many people just like piled on top, coughing, like drowning in their own like secretions.
That's literally what was happening.
So we fought with the union, and do you know how much my hazard pay was? $212.
I was gonna say a slice of pizza.
And and pizza too. Yeah. They were like, what flavor do you want your hazard pay?
you're like Gatorade, give me the red.
Yeah, it was, and I was just like, wow. Like,
but bringing back to what I was saying, one of the sexiest things about nurses isn't scrubs what a lot of people normally think it is, because like the scrubs are a sexy thing, but I was thinking about it. It's not the scrubs. It's job security. No one's going to fire y'all. Like, no one is going to fire a nurse. Yeah,
that's true. With job security, you get free comprehensive health care.
True.
You don't have to go on WebMD.
You don't. You can almost diagnose yourself to an extent.
Nursing is a good career but not only that, like, you know, you can easily become a kept man. Like, if, like, say for instance, like I was to become a travel nurse, I'd be like, just stay home.
What?
We're gonna get our rent paid because you get a stipend for housing. You get money for food, parking, you know, like miscellaneous things.
We're definitely getting a dog.
And then like whatever you get afterwards, you just pocket.
For real. Like, that's one of the things that
like stay home and just work on the podcast.
Done. Like, that's one of my friends, she's a nurse, and she was like, we've had travel nurses come in, and they're making 2 times as much as us.
Oh, yeah.
Just for coming in. And I'm like, Well, why aren't they raising y'all up? Because y'all have been there the whole time.
I love some of the travel nurses I worked with. They just like they gave no fucks. They would come in with like bandages because they just got a nose job. No, seriously, and they would have like drains hanging out from like their new boob job because they're like, I got money to burn.
Yeah, like
why not get a new body? Like
why not?
And I was like, at the time, I was like, I want to be a travel nurse. I could be a travel nurse, but also at the same time, because those nurses are making so much more money, the staff nurses get a little resentful towards them.
Yeah, no one wants
And
to
they're
work
like,
with you.
Here's the worst patients. You're going to have a shitty night because all the train wreck patients we're going to assign to you.
Of course.
You're going to get that. And then, and then you're like, is it really worth it? Because you take a lot of that home with you. It's a lot of like mental anguish.
For real.
Like if a patient dies on your watch, you take that home with you
See,
for
like
a long time.
That I could not deal with. Like I'm not scared of much. Like I'll fuck with ghosts. Like I think my house is haunted. But as soon as I gotta watch somebody die, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I don't even like going to funerals.
And like like nurses work in their best interest. Like they don't want your family member to die, but like there's sometimes like families have this expectation that their family's going to make this like miraculous turnaround and everything's going to be okay, and you really are like doing the best you can.
And that's all you can do.
And
I do know
sometimes it's
some
not enough
nursing,
for some people.
I do know a little nursing jargon. I know all about a code brown.
Oh, wait till you have a C. diff patient with a code brown. So not only are you covered in shit, you smell it for like hours afterwards, and it smells horrendous. And like it's a spore that causes that, and like that doesn't just get killed with like any old thing. You gotta like scrub it, set it
like
on
getting
fire.
sprayed by a skunk.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's terrible.
That's my biggest fear living in New Jersey.
Getting sprayed by a skunk.
Yeah, like police are too, but being sprayed by a skunk is definitely one.
Yeah, because I'm like, where am I gonna find enough tomatoes to get the scent off of
And
me?
they say that only, they say like now that doesn't even work. Like tomato paste and tomato juice doesn't work.
So what are you supposed to do?
Commit suicide? I don't
wow.
know.
All right.
I don't want to make any jokes about committing suicide. We are in Ocean County. That's like the Seattle of New Jersey.
Is it really?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that. See, I would think. Listen, I lived in Monmouth County, and out of all the counties in New Jersey I lived in, I would say this was my favorite.
I do love the area.
I
love
loved
the area.
it here. I lived in Asbury Park. Shout out to Asbury Park.
Shout out to Ocean Grove too.
Yes. Shout out to all the Jesus freaks out there.
Yo, it's so wild. It's like
Those people in the little tents that like hang out there like during the summer.
it would
Those
be
tents are $8,000.
For real.
Yeah.
I'm about to just set one up and Airbnb it. Just make some extra money on the side. But I do love Ocean Grove because it's like close enough to the chaos where you don't have to deal with the chaos.
Yeah.
Like there's no chance of you stepping on a needle in Ocean Grove.
No.
Like they comb their beaches.
You would step on like a Bible instead.
Exactly. You trip over a cross or something.
Yeah.
But they do have they have the best ice cream place.
Oh yeah, there's a place where it's like oh man.
There's two across the street.
It's like a German place. I can't
There's
think of
Days.
the name.
Days is fucking great. I love Days.
And Tino's, I think it is. Yeah, Tino's, the pizza place, is also amazing. Yeah, there's a lot of hidden gems in Ocean Grove.
Ocean Grove is a legit gem for New
Yeah.
Jersey. Like if you're not from the area and you go down to Asbury for the day, spend some time at Ocean Grove.
Yeah, it is beautiful. It's like being in a dollhouse on the beach. Like everything's like Victorian and very
And
nice.
It's like kind of like the West Village has a beach.
Yeah.
Because it's like there'll be like Jesus freaks, gay people, ice cream, and water.
Yeah, but that's what's so nice about that part of like Monmouth County, like Asbury and Ocean Grove, and like it's just such a mix of like interesting people. But the 2 years I lived in Asbury Park, I loved it, and I'm like, I kind of want to go back, but with these gas prices, I don't know if I want to.
I think I'm gonna go down for like a week. I think I'm gonna do a week in like Ocean Grove.
Yeah, it's really I loved it there, and it's like I wish I never gave up my apartment. I wish I was still there.
I wish I bought property when Asbury was like still like up and coming.
Yeah.
Like early 2000s. I wish I bought some property in Asbury.
Yeah,
Because it'd be worth triple than what I paid for.
There was a woman who owned some property the block over from where I lived, and I would just like shoot the shit with her. She's a really sweet lady, but she bought her house in Asbury, and I think she said it was like the early 90s, maybe like 91, 92. She bought it for $52,000.
Jesus Christ.
Her husband at the time was like, "You're nuts. Why are you buying this dump? Like, what are you going to get out of this?" She sold her house for $2.1 million.
Yeah, that's what you're getting.
2021. So, just to give you an idea.
Yeah. I'd like have you ever gotten some financial advice that you ignored and then just
Yeah.
have kicked yourself?
I was like, this lady's like the freaking Monopoly lady. I'm like, do
Yeah.
you have any like advice for a young investor?
Since we're talking about teachers, I had a science teacher, Mr. Skiapo. I remember in 6th grade, I'm leaving 6th grade, he's like, you know what you should do? Whatever money you get for your birthday, buy some stock in PSE&G. And I'm like, okay, Mr. Skiapo, I'm getting fucking a water gun. Super soakers are good right now. If I would have bought some stock in 96 of PSE&G, I'd definitely be retired right now.
Oh my God. Could you imagine if you would have even just invested in Bitcoin when it was like not. I had a coworker who was not a nurse anymore because he made a wise investment. But he told me, he was like, Anna, just listen to me. And this was like a couple years back. He's like, just throw it. And I was like, it's fake money. Well, I was like, there's no like, you know, like there's no face value to it at the time. And I didn't understand this whole blockchain technology. And he's like, just do it. Just do it. And then I remember seeing him when it went up to, I think it was like up to 10,000 for like one Bitcoin. He's like, don't you wish you would have listened to me now?
Yeah, and then it went up to
Just
like it went up
after
to
I
like
come out of a
50.
code brown, I'm like, yeah, I
You're
wish
like-
I would have.
All right, there are a few things that we were going to talk about because we're just literally...
We're literally shooting the shit. All right,
Yeah.
yeah. You're getting a lot of like financial advice.
Yeah.
Ming, how you doing over there? Do you feel enlightened?
I do, yes.
Yo, Bitcoin went down 20% today, so
Yeah.
if you're going to buy...
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't feel bad about the Bitcoin. Feel bad about the Asbury Park house, though. Could have been
Yeah.
rolling in it right by the beach.
Like, yo, do
Exactly.
you remember when the convention center wasn't like the convention center?
No, it was like a shell of the.
It was like a
convention.
shell.
Yeah.
Like, if we were going... They were used to have concerts in Asbury all the time.
Right, right.
And I remember we would go to the convention center to smoke before we would go to the concert venue. Because they would be like in the same building but on different sides. So it'd be like, it was weird.
One thing I am upset about is, I mean, I kind of like seen Asbury like go through its come up, but a lot of the old architecture is gone. And I think that's what made Asbury so unique was like just like the Art Deco like buildings and like it was just like really like a sign of the time. Like during the 20s when like like Asbury Park was like in its prime. There's not a lot of that left anymore.
There's not.
There's
the
little remnants,
architecture.
you
Because
know?
like the convention center used to be a casino.
Right, right. And well, I think the casino is actually on the other side now, but it was just like this huge like.
Or then that might have been
entertainment
where we
place.
used to smoke in the
Yeah.
old casino and then went to the concert venue.
Yeah, and it's still like a shell of what it is, but they're using it like for an art space now, which is nice.
Yeah, it's something to do with it. You know what I mean? Because like it's there, might as well.
Right.
Like people, like if the more you build it up, the more they're gonna come. You
Yeah.
know? I feel like I heard that somewhere before.
double entendre.
If you build it,
Is that how you say it? Double entendre.
I think so. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where we used to smoke.
Yeah, yeah. Then that's still there, but they use it like as an art space now. It's a little cleaned up a little bit, but it's like that's kind of like the walkway from Asbury to Ocean Grove.
yeah.
Yep.
Did you see any of the boxing matches this weekend?
No, but tell me
So-
about them.
Ray Benzino had a boxing match this weekend,
Okay.
and it was not good.
Yeah.
It was-
what
it was not good
What was
at
bad
all.
about it?
From the intro music to the actual fighting. Like you could like it was so bad it looked like a WWF performance. Cuz like there's one section where he hits him and the dude goes down so hard it was like why did you hit the ground so hard? It was like
Wait, Benzino hit the ground?
no,
hard?
the
Oh.
dude he was fighting. It was like he took his own legs out and just like fell back. It was just like
Benzino's jaw alone can probably win a boxing match. Have you seen that man's facial structure?
I have. He's
Like
he looks like
he looks like one of those Easter Island things.
not
like,
even. His face is shaped like. Do you remember the Martin episode when he fought Tommy Hearns?
Yes,
And then
yes.
his
And
head
it
was
says,
all big?
yeah.
That's what Benzino looks like normally. Like you're like, why you got lumps in your face, B? Like, how does that happen?
Yeah, let's look at
Like,
go-
look at
his
his
face. He looks like a chipmunk hiding.
Yeah, like, bro,
nuts in
like,
his
why you
cheeks.
got nuts in your chin? You got nuts in your chin with nothing in your mouth.
Yeah, he just his face alone can win a boxing
But
match.
you know what? I don't want to make fun of him because he kind of got like he got that Downsy look. Like he might be slow. He's definitely on the spectrum.
He might be.
Yeah, that spectrum. face.
Definitely, like he possibly like Asperger's, like high functioning.
Yeah, yeah. But he's like, And I hate that every picture that scrolls, it looks like he's just been asked a question he has no answer to. It's like every... He's like, huh? Like, left. You're like, what? But there was another boxing match with Black China. Black China was also in a boxing match this weekend. And that might have been the worst thing that has come
hold
across.
on. Look at the press coverage.
I just... First of all, why are you... who shows up to a boxing match in a full catsuit?
I don't know.
Does she know anything about weigh-ins?
I don't know.
Because I'm sure that catsuit...
She kind of has like a Fifth Element like thing going
Not
on.
even, bro. Like,
yeah.
I don't even know how she swindled her way into a Kardashian house.
Anybody could be a fighter right now. I mean, just ask Logan Paul or whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
but I think Logan Paul got hands. I think he could fight.
He's got money. That's what he's got.
Yeah, true. But you notice, like, all these, like, gimmick fights, like, they stop them right before they get, like, destroyed.
Yeah.
Like, Conor McGregor's fight was stopped before he was on the verge of getting knocked out. Like, his fight, him and Floyd Mayweather, their fight was on the verge. He was on the verge of getting knocked out, too, and they stopped it.
Yeah.
So it was just like, and it's like, oh, we just did this for fun. I'm like...
But also, too, it's like, you know, it was for fun. But Conor McGregor, like, boxing's not his forte. He's like, isn't he like an MMA guy?
Yeah, he's
like,
an MMA dude.
Yeah, okay. I'm
Like,
no expert in the topic.
me neither.
But,
Like, he's like, I'm not fucking, I don't want no smoke with Conor. Like,
Yeah.
I'm good, B. I'm
yeah,
good.
Hold on, I'm just gonna.
I don't want him to get all extra Irish on me, start asking me, like, questions that have, like,
Oh, top of the morning to you.
oh, how are you feeling today? Nah, my Irish is terrible.
Yeah, mine too. Every Irish person's like, shut the fuck up.
I can just say Irish Spring. That's about it, lass. My British is impressive, though. Like,
Yeah, your British is awesome.
Like, can I tell you how many times I've gone to Asbury and, like, talked to girls with a British accent? And then, like, at the end of the night, they come up to me like, oh, my God, how are you doing? I'm like, excuse me. And they're like, oh, shit, I'm so sorry. I thought you were someone else. Like, like, I apologize to every female that I have met in Asbury that I have told you my name is Wesley.
Yeah, they're like, do you know 21 Savage?
Like, no, he's from the other side of town. He's not from our little area. He's more north.
Yeah, no, you see, the pressure's on, but when you just like come out and do it, it is quite impressive.
It's quite believable, honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Oh my God.
It comes out naturally.
I know. It's like I feel like I'm on the podcast with Idris Elba right now.
You know, yo, like, growing up, there was nobody I wanted to be more than Stringer Bell. I wanted to be the best drug dealer in the area and then have a business on the side where it's just like, you see my business, you can't touch me.
Yeah.
I wanted that so bad.
Listen, The Wire
didn't find
is
out he
a
was
great,
British until
great
after.
show.
One of the best shows ever.
One of the best shows. The acting, everything about just the plot.
Oh my God. You know, I called my sister on the verge of tears. Like, yo, they got Bodie. And she's like, what? I'm like, Bodie's dead.
Yeah, that was heartbreaking.
She was like, are you talking about the show, you idiot? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, I gotta go.
I know. I would just like be like, they got Snot Boogie, and everybody would like, what are you talking about?
No.
And I was like, you don't watch The Wire, you're lame.
I used to have a boy that looked like Lil Kevin. Just be like, yo, and then like I see him, be like, yo, you got killed off last night, B. Be like, word? Be like, yo, you look just like Lil Kevin.
Yeah,
You're not
no,
little, and he wasn't little, and his name wasn't Kevin, but he looked just like Lil Kevin.
Yeah, it was
But
great.
fucking Chris
great
and Snoop,
show.
Chris and Snoop,
Oh my God.
a better scary duo.
No.
Is there a better,
No,
scarier dude?
absolutely not.
Chris-
Snoop is amazing, first of all. And I can't believe, like, her backstory. Like, she actually, like, killed somebody,
She
right?
killed. I think. Yeah.
Wow.
She's
She's the real deal.
She is.
Yeah.
Like, and-
great actress, though.
And might steal your bitch.
Listen, she's got it. She's got that swag.
She's dripping swagoo.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Ooh. So somebody is on the verge of having a very hot girl summer.
Me?
No.
Oh.
Well, maybe you too. I don't know. It's still early. But I was talking about Michael B. Jordan because he's
yeah.
newly single right now.
I don't know. I'm a fan of Lori Harvey. I like that she's totally about her life and doesn't care who she's got to push out of the way to, like, live her dream.
Hey,
She broke a lot of hearts.
she did. She
broke
did.
a lot of hearts. I like the girl.
Hey, Michael B. Jordan's from Jersey. I'll rep with him. You know what I mean? But I don't want to hang out with him because I'm not going to get no ass if I'm walking around with Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, no, nobody would.
Nobody will.
No,
To be
yeah.
like, oh my God, You're so funny.
Yeah, like look at him.
Bro, like
He's like perfection. But so is Lori Harvey too. She's like really pretty.
she's really pretty. She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I would be like, yo, you got some miles on you, girl.
No, I
got some miles on you.
listen. I'm gonna die on this hill. Lori Harvey gives no fucks. She has an agenda. She knows what she wants, and she's gonna go for it. Typical Capricorn style. I know because I am one.
Well, the only
If you don't align with my vision, if you don't align with my goals, out you go.
The only person that is really heartbroken about this has to be Steve Harvey.
No, Steve Harvey actually is quite the opposite. He's really supportive of Lori. He's like,
He's
hey.
gotta be, but I'm guarantee you he's calling Mike like, come on, man, there's something we gotta do.
Well, listen.
He's trying to get his daughters married.
I was very invested in this story, and I had to get all sides of it. But like Steve Harvey was like, hey, good run. Wish him well. He said he's a nice guy, but at the end of the day, like Lori has a life. She has goals. And, getting married and settling down at the age, I think she's like 24 or 25.
Oh, pulling the young me. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Mike.
she's 25. There's a 10-year age difference between the two of them. And she's like, I'm not ready for that. I have goals. I have plans. And I want to achieve those before, I make that step into a commitment like a marriage, kids.
I feel you. 'Cause,
Like,
people
that's smart. I mean,
people ask
that's
me,
what
like,
boss
when you
bitches do.
And she is a boss bitch.
Yeah,
I will give her that.
She is a boss bitch because she's Capricorn.
I don't know. I'm lucky I know my zodiac sign.
Listen, I know.
Yo, I've seen so many people like, oh my God, when's your birthday? And be like, oh, July. Ooh, you're a Cancer, water sign. And I'm like, the fuck does that mean?
Well, it's Cancer's good because I'm a Capricorn. Capricorn and Cancers have a good relationship.
All right, cool.
We
all right.
Yeah, we balance
all right.
each other out. Because I'm like, I'm all about my goals.
Not
But you're
even.
like,
I'm like, nah, it'll work out.
yeah,
It'll work out.
Let's
we'll figure it
explore the emotional side of things.
Let's
like,
cry. Let's cry about it.
listen, ice crotch. Like that's you need to get more in touch with your emotions.
There's a few other things we wanted to talk about. But before I get into something else, did I tell you I had a comedian at the house the other day?
Yeah, I was at your house the other night.
Exactly. Well, damn. I didn't think you were going to catch on so quick. I thought you were going to be like, who? I was going to be like you because you had a good show on Friday.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. If I was in the city, I would have been there, but I didn't make it out of Jersey that day.
Well, there was one little like oopsie I did. It was kind of a little embarrassing. Note to self, before I do a show with a major headliner, I should probably research the major headliner.
Yes.
Because I was making a lot of Nick Cannon jokes. And one of the jokes that I said was, I'm 38 years old. I know I'm an ageless beauty. You can tell me.
or boozy. We don't know. We don't know what she was doing.
Now
before she got
my
here.
dementia's kicking in. I can't even talk straight. But one of my jokes was that I'm 38, and when I tell people I'm single, they like treat me like this, crazy lady. And I'm like, maybe my only options are like this Civil War ghost that haunts my apartment or Nick Cannon. And I was like, the good news is I don't have to worry about getting hustled from a PS5 from them. But the bad news is only one of them dies in battle, which means we're going to get another season of Wildin' Out. The headliner was on Wildin' Out.
Ooh.
And she gave me the dirtiest look when I came off stage. And the crowd laughed, but they were just like, ooh.
But those ooh laughs are better.
Yeah.
The ones that make the people feel uncomfortable for laughing, those are the best ones.
And if the headliner sees this, I believe her name is Courtney. She was really, really funny. I'm so sorry. It was nothing personal. It was my lack of research.
Well, Nick Cannon is going to do as many seasons of Wildin' Out as he can.
Yeah.
He's got 74 children.
Funny enough, true story. Justina Valentine, that's on Wildin' Out. I used to go to this club, the Pyramid Club in New York. And on Sundays, they would do this thing called, hold on, I'm having like a brain fart here, End of the Week. And it was like a showcase for like rappers, like R&B singers, and she used to go there. And this is like when she was like just coming up, and she was like so sweet, so down to earth, but she had that star quality even then. And this is like going back to like 2005.
Yo, I have a thing for her. Like I love her.
She's really truly talented.
She's a super talented.
Yeah,
like, funny,
she's
hilarious.
sweet, like down to earth. Like every time I like would run into her, because I was like dating a guy that would go there and rap at the time, and he was cool with her, and she would always come over, say hello, like super down to earth. But as soon as she like got on that stage, she would just kill it.
That's what I'm. But
She was amazing back then, and this was like when she was just like coming up.
She would get me though because like we'd have an argument and then she'd like argue back to me in rap form and it would just ruin me because I'm like I can't rap to save my life and she's just gonna like murder me on every argument is gonna be a new 16. And
Yeah, but it's just like some people you see them and they're like they just have that star quality about them, and she definitely had it. Like she was just she was destined to be famous.
destined for greatness.
Yeah.
Well, I think she's a Jersey girl too.
If I recall correctly, I think she's from like Clifton or something like that.
There's a lot of people from Jersey.
Yeah.
Like Jersey's making noise. Halsey's from
yeah, she's from
Jersey.
Clark, I think.
Out somewhere up there.
I like Halsey. She's pretty cool.
Me too.
Yeah,
I'm
I
a
like
fan.
her.
I'm a fan. If you see this, can we get like tickets or something? Like,
Or at least just freaking plug our podcast first.
not even that. Like, I'll do some ghost shit with you. We can go kick it at Jenny Jump. Like, 9 people are gonna know what that is.
Yeah, exactly. Does she read Weird New Jersey?
She might. I think she does.
Halsey,
I think
do
she
you
does.
like Weird New Jersey? Let us know.
Well,
That'll be fun.
we're weird and we're in New Jersey. So like, if you can't find Weird New Jersey, we're available.
Exactly.
I've got time. But also another thing that I wanted to talk to you about because like we were talking about the Bigfoot convention that we was gonna go to.
Yes, that we unfortunately missed.
Unfortunately missed. But did you know how extra Florida is?
How extra is Florida?
Florida has their own Bigfoot.
Of course they
Florida
would.
has their own fucking Bigfoot, bro. Like I wish I was making this up.
I know. Of course
It's called
they
the
would.
Skunk Ape.
Wait, hold on. Let me.
I wish, like, I
Tell
wish
me more
I
about
was-
the skunk.
I wish I was making nobody. First of all, nobody's seen him. A lot of people have smelled him.
Okay.
Nobody's seen him. They say he smells like skunk and death, and they say that they found traces of him because he'll eat alligators in trees. So like they'll come across like skeletal remains of an alligator in a tree, and just like how the fuck did that? How did you get in a tree? Like,
Yeah.
your legs aren't long enough for you to like grip climbing. So it's not like you like jumped. You don't have a vertical. You're an alligator.
Ming, what do you think about this?
Oh, do I think the skunk ape exists? I
Yeah.
mean, have you guys been to Florida?
Oh,
Yeah,
There's skunk apes
unfortunately-
all over the place. Orlando,
Oh my Orlando gets the worst. I like Orlando.
Jacksonville, Tallahassee.
I'm
Come
not
on.
crazy about all of it because like wherever it is like there's more marsh and swamplands. I'm not trying to be on that. And there's always a murder story that ends up in fucking Florida. Like somebody gets caught trying to get rid of a body in some swamplands. And I'm like, first of all, why don't you just cut the leg and then push it in? Why are you doing all this extra leg work? Like,
No pun intended.
see, that's the skunk ape.
That looks like just like a Florida man that maybe like did too many bath salts.
Well, nah, because he wouldn't be that hairy. He'd be patchy,
I don't know, man.
probably thirsty, because they don't got no water in Florida, which is wild. Have I ever told you the story about the first time I went to the beach in St. Pete?
No.
Okay. So I went down. We had an Airbnb that was like literally right across from the beach. Smoked my bud because weed in Florida is like weird. Like if you have a license, you can smoke all you want in like anywhere. But if you don't have a license, it's highly illegal, which is wild because like they do nothing but meth. Wild. So I'm very high at this point. It was like I'm gonna sit out, jump in the water. First of all, water in Florida, warm, shockingly warm. Like not bath warm, but close.
Yeah.
So I'm out maybe 6-7 feet in the water. I'm wading. I just see this shadow come right past me. First thought, I'm like, it's a fucking shark. So I'm like trying to like wait until I can like touch the sand so like I can run off. I do that and I'm like, shark, get out. And I'm running back to my towel. I'm all out of breath. I'm like, oh my God, I almost fucking died. The smallest white lady I've ever seen in my life came up. And she's talking to the people next to me, and I'm all panting, out of breath, like, and I just heard her say, "Oh my God, did you see the manatee?" And I was like, I've got to get my things and leave. Because everyone just saw me run back full speed to my towel.
Oh, it's kind of cute.
Well,
Ran from that? Or,
I'm full speed.
what damage could a manatee do? Are they like?
I don't know.
They
I
predators?
saw shadow in the water. I'm in Florida. I saw shark.
I'm no marine expert. I just
Me neither. I'm not
think
a-
it's adorable though.
I see a shadow in the water. Like, you gotta think. We see a shadow in the water up here. It's one of three things. It's a dolphin, a shark, or a body. I don't want to be by any of them.
Yeah, that is true.
So
It's more likely in New Jersey though. It's like a body out of. It's more likely a body. Out
Yeah.
of everything. Freaking dumping ground for.
for everything.
Yeah. Ay, ay, ay. I wonder how many bodies are like in those marshlands, like when you're driving up north, and like you're
See,
you know,
like-
you're going towards like the Lincoln and Holland Tunnel, and you're like there's like those inlets there.
Yeah,
like,
and just like, oh, that's a lot of random birds over there. What
that's
could
the-
you guys?
Jimmy
be
Hoffa's probably somewhere in there.
eating? Nah, they say Jimmy Hoffa is like under old Giant Stadium.
Yeah, in the 50-yard line, right?
No, end zone. End zone. I don't know Jimmy. I don't know Jimmy Hoffa. Don't know him
But
too
there,
well.
there was an old rumor going around that it took so long to build the American Dream because not only were they losing money by like just sitting there, but the ghost of Jimmy
Hoffa was haunting.
was haunting it.
Because like, what do you think Jimmy Hoffa was saying when things were getting built?
I don't know. He's probably like blowing his whistle.
Who signed off on that?
He was being
Who
a
signed off on that
whistleblower.
turbine?
Oh my god. Yeah, but
He's
no.
probably pointing out all the bad ideas that American Dream did. It's like, you guys have a beach and a snow, like a skiing and shit inside. I haven't been. I've driven past it a million times. I'm not, like, I don't want to go. Y'all took too long to get built.
Yeah.
like,
that was like 10 years in the making, right?
More than that. More
Oh,
like,
God.
this
Ming,
was-
have you ever been there?
I went right before the pandemic.
Yeah?
We shot a thing. There's a full-on amusement park in there.
yeah.
Oh wow.
We-
Was
we-
it like super expensive?
Oh yeah, it was like $60 a person or something
Wait,
crazy like
and
that.
they have, all right, I did hear this one. They have valet parking.
They have valet parking, yes.
Okay. They had a scam where people were fake valets and stealing cars.
Would you expect anything less?
Bruh. Like, first of all, genius. Because technically, like, you're going to get arrested for it.
Yeah.
But technically, you're not stealing because they gave you the keys.
Right, right.
So it's kind of like, it's not grand theft. It might just be like a lower theft.
yeah, listen, I'd be so excited to go on the indoor like amusement park. I'd be like, here's my keys.
Nah.
Come
I'm-
back and my Honda's missing, or sitting on some cinder blocks. I don't know.
I just thought that was wild. It's just like, how do y'all let that happen?
Yeah, no, but it looks really cool. Like every time, like I'm going out to the city, I drive past there too, and it looks like a full-on amusement
It
park.
looks like it would be fun. Like, maybe we should do that one day. We'll
Yeah.
just like film, like we'll go to American Dream and just film us walking around.
Yeah, listen,
Cause like
I
I have,
like rides, so
I,
I
I'm
don't-
sure they
still a
got
kid
a
at
funnel
heart.
cake dude. I'm sure they got a funnel cake dude somewhere in there.
Yeah. Oh, they have Zeppelis. Forget it. We'll be there tomorrow.
I'll be like, we brought our own powder sugar. Like, we don't play with Zeppelis.
Yeah. No, it looks great though. I mean, I know it was like a long time in the making, but
So long.
it's just like, what can we do to bring like the ultimate like fun experience to New Jersey? And they're like, let's just load up a empty
Let's-
shopping mall with
let's-
all the amusements that we can think of.
Let's make that mall in Minnesota and bring it to New Jersey.
Yeah, we're gonna
What's
put
the-
snow in there. There you could ski.
And the crazy thing
Swim.
is, as soon as that thing opened, as soon as the ski resort opened, it was closed. Like, it was open for like 2 weeks, and then they like had to shut it down
Wow.
because they had like a
Look,
had
but
a problem.
look at that though. That's like legit.
For real. Like, but at the same time, like, I've dated white girls before, so like I've gone snowboarding a couple times.
Oh, God bless you.
Falling off-
You've done more white activities than I have.
I've done my share of white activities.
Oh no.
I've got I've got deck shoes. What do you
Listen, you're not getting me on no damn snowboard. I skied one time when we went
Oh,
on
my-
a 6th grade trip and almost died. I was like, that was enough for me.
The first time I went snowboarding, like, I fell so many times, like my ass was pink. Like, not like, I'm not like, oh, it looked like, no, my ass was pink for like good 2 days. Like, bright pink. Like,
Yeah, you get fucked up when you go out there.
and because you're not falling on snow, you're falling on ice.
Yeah.
Like, that's
no,
what,
you really get hurt. Like
it didn't tickle. It did not
No.
tickle. I was like I felt like the last time I fell, I was like, is this what jail is like?
Yeah, I believe you 100% because I remember like going skiing and I got
Skiing, like, I feel like I could ski. Like, skiing,
Yeah.
I'm a pretty good skier.
But
Snowboarding, I'm all right.
I fucked my leg up really bad, and I showed it to my friends, and they're
Oh.
like, well, you really need to go see a doctor, but I was afraid to tell my mom because I didn't want to get in trouble, so
Yo,
I just like sucked it up.
That's
and I
a
was
real fear. Like, you don't want
Yeah.
to tell your parents.
Because she's gonna be like, oh, you know how much this is gonna cost me? You should
Oh
have
my
never
God.
fell down. Like,
You know, I still, to this day, I still bring this one up to my mom. Because, like, when we first moved to New Jersey, I got allergies bad. Because, like, I didn't have allergies in New York. As soon as first spring in Jersey, I was like, I can't breathe, blah, blah, blah. Took me to the doctor. They were like, oh my God, his chest, there's so much buildup in his chest. I'm so glad you brought him here. If you didn't bring him here, he might have died in a day. And I was like, did you hear that, Mom?
yeah,
Did you hear that? Did you hear? I didn't even think I called her Mom. I was like, did you hear that, Connie?
yeah.
And then
exactly.
after that,
this
she-
was a real emergency.
This was a real emergency. And then after that, it was just like, I always had to be on like a albuterol, or I had to do like the breathing machine for like a good 10-year stretch.
Yeah, I just wanted to actually bring up a funny news story that I saw. So there was an opera singer who needed surgery because she had like a small bowel obstruction. So she went to like a VA hospital and they performed surgery on her.
For the people who aren't medically inclined,
Oh yeah,
a bowel obstruction.
it's a buildup of poo, debris in your belly, and you gotta evacuate it. Or else it's either gonna come out of your. No, all right, I'm not even gonna get into that.
I just wanted you to bring it up. Thank you. Proceed.
So she was an opera singer, and she has to quit because they had done something wrong during the procedure, and now she has excess flatulence. So
Ooh.
when she's singing, she's farting at the same time. So she had to quit her job as an opera singer, which was her livelihood.
Who gets diagnosed with excess flatulence? It's
Yeah,
like,
Amy
is it-
First is her name.
Is we're gonna just put her out there like that?
Oh, yeah, there she is. She's
I feel like this would be the scene from was it There's Something About Mary? He's like, is that what you want? A fata.
somebody might be into that. Imagine having like a fart opera, like Phantom of the Fartpra or something like that. Like, but see, I would like.
Yo, if her farts are that serious, her queef's got to be like legendary.
Listen, I don't know, man. There's some people that are into that. It might be lucrative. She might be able to transmute this medical.
She could sell this.
Yeah,
she could
this
sell
medical
she could sell-
malpractice
she could
might
sell
be
her
her
extra
biggest
flagellants.
come up. Yeah, she might be able to do something. There's sick people out there that like are into that.
Girls are selling farts online.
Yeah,
There is a girl that's selling farts.
Amy, it's not over for you. This is a new beginning.
Amy,
That's my advice
Amy,
to you.
Reach out. We'll
Yeah.
help you get this. We'll
We're
help you
gonna
get this gas
transmute-
off the ground. Girl.
Yeah, we're gonna transmute this medical malpractice into your biggest come up.
Exactly. You know, we're your biggest gassy fans.
Yeah, listen, we'll take 20%. The rest you can pocket.
The rest you can bubble. Oh, but I did want to bring up something else, and that was the Facebook dating. Have you seen Facebook dating?
I'm on Facebook dating, actually. Don't tell
I'm-
anybody.
You just told everybody. I'm not gonna
know.
tell nobody.
I know, but listen, it's. I just want to say one thing about. So on my Facebook dating profile, I did say that I do comedy, and it's like I wish I had $1 for like every dude that DMs me. It's like, tell me a funny joke.
Oh my God! Like, sidetrack for 1 minute. I bumped into a former teacher, and he told me a joke that was not funny at all. But after that, he leans in and he's like, "You can use that."
Oh,
Like,
thanks.
No, I can't. No, I cannot, bruh. Appreciate the confidence in you,
Yeah, right.
but no, I cannot. But Facebook dating, I've been on Facebook dating, and I had a little like a moment because like I got like a thing, and I was like, oh shit, she's bad, and then I like really looked at the photo, and I was like, you're Lana Rhodes, like you're not on Facebook dating.
Yeah.
And then like Facebook gets so intrusive. They're like, how do you know this isn't her? And I don't want to be like, well, I watch porn, so I know the heavy hitters. And when it comes to, I know more porn stars than baseball players, like easily.
Yeah.
But
Well, they're household names now.
they are.
Yeah, listen,
So, like look at the,
I don't even watch porn that much, and I know who like Lana the Plug is.
like plug talk.
Yeah.
Plug talk.
Like I know like those like I know her boyfriend's like that guy Adam.
Adam 22.
Yeah, like so it's like it makes its way to the mainstream. But all right, what were you saying? Because I have a funny story about.
Oh
that,
no,
too.
because like I reported the account saying it wasn't that person, and then I kept getting questions like, well, how do you know this isn't the person? And I'm like, bruh, just take my word for it. Like, stop making me answer these questions, robot.
Yeah. On my end,
But
it's
look
funny.
at her eyes, though. Like, she's a beautiful woman just being there. I'm like, she wouldn't have to do porn and still could be a model. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sure she's killing OnlyFans too, because
Yeah,
I don't know.
who wouldn't want to see that chick naked?
What?
Yeah.
Like, you know how many holes I would poke in that condom? Like, the only thing left would be the ring. Like, it'd just be the ring.
You know
That's
what,
it.
though? Like, honestly, I think, like, there's still, like, some people who are like, oh, like, porn is, like, this, horrible act. But, like...
First of all, I would definitely date a porn star or a retired porn star or OnlyFans girl. You know why? Because you will never have to worry about them being a gold digger.
Yeah, they have their own
They got their own bread.
Yeah.
Like, they got their own bread, and they've got millions of people sitting on money monthly. Like,
Listen,
I could use a PS5.
if you want to exploit dumb men for money, why not? I know
First
I'm
of
going to
all,
get a lot of heat for
No,
that,
you're not,
but-
because men, a lot of us are fucking morons. Like, there's men that get duped from fake accounts on Instagram constantly.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm this person, send me this money, and then they'll be like, oh, I sent you money, why don't you
And honestly,
call me?
I feel like the men that like get mad about those kind of things are like the type of men that are like, want to outlaw abortion, like dudes that haven't been laid since like the Prohibition era. Like those are
No, they
like Jesus is
nah,
watching.
the
like,
dudes that do that, they're the ones that are like, they still get porno magazines because they're like, I'm not paying for Wi-Fi. Like,
they like blow the dust.
all
off.
right, man, you gotta get Lana off the screen. I'm getting uncomfortable right now. I'm like, girl, stop looking at me with them eyes.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
my
no,
Christ.
I was laughing because going back to like the dating, like you see these people's profiles, and there's this one I saved because I was like, this is out of this world. But this guy's like, his headlining thing for his like dating profile is non-vaccinated only, with like praying hands and like a cross. Like, I was like, oh, this is gonna be interesting.
So is he dead?
No, he's still around, but
He's still kicking.
he's looking for a woman that's fully aware of what's happening, and he thinks, I mean, who knows though? Maybe he's right. Maybe he knows something I don't. But he's truly convinced that like there's gonna be like this new world order, and we should all like take cover. And he's looking for his like doomsday partner, basically. Like,
How do you think you do in a bunker?
yeah, that's pretty much like, do you know how to shoot a gun? Like,
You're like, yeah, I've played Call of Duty, bruh. Like,
yeah, this guy is like really, he's like prepared for doomsday, and he's looking for his doomsday baddie to like fight with him by his side.
like, must not be vaccinated, must know how to operate an original can opener.
Yeah, exactly. If you, or at least know how to do it with your teeth, like something like that. Ay.
There's something else I wanted to talk to you about.
We got 4 minutes, so.
Okay, cool. This is perfect. Do you have any favorite fake songs? Like songs that were like in a TV show that weren't real songs, but they were real songs in the TV show?
Oh, absolutely. Petite Feet by Tim and Eric. Ming, you ever heard it?
I've never heard. I'll see if I can pull it up.
Yeah. Oh, it's great.
There's one of my favorites has to be oh my God. What is the name of that fake song from How I Met Your Mother?
The murder song?
Yeah. Murder Train, How I Met Your Mother. It was throughout the show so many times. And then there's so many songs from Parks and Rec, so many fake songs from Parks and Rec that were just incredible.
Greg, I would be your perfect date because I can take
like
care
Tim
of
and
you
Eric was
intellectually
such a
and
great show.
Underrated.
No,
Underrated.
for sure. Genius.
This was like the original Adult Swim.
Yeah. This is for sure that, and like, what was the other one? Like Aqua Teen
Hunger Force. Where that shit was hilarious.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
It's based in Asbury, I think. Because like when the laboratory is like at the Jersey Shore.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's, oh my God. Yeah, I totally forgot about that for a second. But yeah, that was a good show.
Sex Hair.
Sex Hair.
Sex Hair's a good song, a good fake song.
Yeah. Shout out to little Sebastian too.
Yo, R.I.P.
Yes.
R.I.P. Bash.
I know this is an unpopular opinion, but I'm Team Parks and Recs over The Office. What about you, Ming? What do you think?
Oh, I love
Parks and Recs.
Yes. Breakfast, bacon, steak.
Yeah. I have a Ron Swanson shirt that says Woman of the Year.
I know. Watch out for the whale tail.
The whale tail, B. Yo, Parks and Rec was a great show. Like a great show.
I agree.
Like if it was on Netflix still, I'd still watch it. But,
Yeah.
you know.
But I think we're going to have to conclude our show today.
All right.
We've reached our hour.
We did a lot.
Yes.
We did a lot. We covered a lot of grounds. We're just going to, you know what? Next week, we're going to double up with our dumbass of the week. Because we just ran out of time today.
Yeah, this was our first
So I
go.
guess
Thank you, everybody.
Today we're the
Ming,
dumbasses.
Thank you.
We're the dumbasses
Yeah,
of the week today.
right here. We'll
Great
we'll
job,
wear
guys.
that.
Great
Yeah.
job, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Catch y'all next week.
All right. Bye, guys.